Here we go with the Lizards played by Bird. Now, ironically, we have Pigman playing the Dark Elves. These two animals are gonna go at it, and this is gonna be an interesting and a hell of a beatdown of a game. Both players are testing things, so it's fair. They're pretty skilled, but Pigman's always got one up on everyone. He's a star player, tournament player, and he wants to come play with us, the friendly little boys. But this is gonna be a fun game. Skinks, sources, I don't know how to pronounce that lord's name. The Star Chamber Guardians, Temple Guard. Newly updated, provides the physical resistance by Lord, gets unbreakable and causes fear when, I think the Lord's dying or when it dies. Haven't exactly seen what it does yet, but we will see it in action. Fell hard on his lore-accurate dragon. That's a fun little joke. And the Firecaster with the burning head and the flaming tornado, as I call it. Pigman being aggressive as always, just trying to slow down his opponent before they get on the point. But Tehenhuani? I don't know how to pronounce that. Tehenhuani? Tehuanin? It's tough to pronounce. Tehenwen. Tehewin? Tehewin. Tehenwin. Something like that. This is gonna be mostly me trying to pronounce this right, so please, maybe you guys can keep account of how many times I fuck it up. Tehewanin? Tehewin? Tehewin. Tehewin. Yeah. So anyways, Tehewin is a tank. You got resistance, you got ward saves when they cast, you got his own ward save just for being around him. You got the Temple Guard's guarding ability, giving him physical resistance, you got missile resistance. You got a large HP pool, you got Rev Crystal. This guy is an absolute Chad on that Triceratops. But Falhar ain't no bitch. He's got abilities, we got prowess, we got burning heads providing support. Star Chamber Guardians are still getting that. Oh man, that word save helped out a lot. Whatever this spell is, I forget what this is. I've never seen this until now. And absolutely decimated those dreads. Jeez. Yeah. Pigman thought he got hit with the burning head too. He was like, what was that in my backline? He didn't even bother moving him. He was just like, well, it's too late now. Felhart's taking a beating too. I mean, Croxagors, Temple Guards, and Tehuani? Tehuanin? Tehene. Huanin. Tehen. Anyways, that Lizard Lord is getting his shit rocked too, but yeah. Unfortunately, Felhart's gonna get away from all this. Well, Tehuanin. Tehuan. Oh, he also provides poison too, so yeah, that's also fun. Tehuan is gonna run off with the red crystal and try to heal up. Pigman trying to make a break for the backline, but Source Warriors and Skinks will easily fend this off. Nice Dragon Breath on top of those Cold One Spear Riders. They took a good chunk of damage. Just trying to beat up on this Medusa, too, who's providing backline support. But I don't... Cold One Spear Riders, I've never liked. Never. I always see them get their shit rocked. They never make their value back. I honestly think they should go down maybe 100, maybe 50 value, because you need to support them a lot. And most of the times you can't support them because they're... You know, Lizardmen like the blob because of their auras, and Cold One Spear Riders don't really benefit from those auras. You don't want to put spells into them because they still die fast. And you got better units to put them into, like your Source Warriors, your Skinks. Well, not really the Skinks, but Source Warriors. Maybe a monster, some sort of SEM, or healing in general. You don't want to be healing a unit you know is too squishy and will die quick enough. Maybe some Pharaoh Cold Ones instead probably would have been ideal. You could split them up. He can't hit all of them. And they do just the same damage, but for cheap. Well, not the same damage. They're what, 600 apiece? Maybe less. Here comes another one of those laser beams. But, yeah, Pigman is on point with his dodges. A few of these boys get shot up, but could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. These Ravens, though, I've been very impressed with the Ravens. Bringing down Tehuanin? Tehuanin? Tehenhuan. Tehuan. Say it with me now. Tehuan. I think that's how you pronounce it. Tehuan. just keeps getting shot up by everything, and he just keeps coming back with that healing. He's only got... Oh, that wasn't him. That was the Cold Spear Riders only getting 500 value. Stilodon needing to be shut down by Felhard and such. But probably won't because, yeah, if he tries to kill this Rev Crystal, he's going to lose pretty much the rest of his army in the back line. And luckily, he's got some Spear Riders to fend off. Poor Felhard, who is already weakened by margin. You also got these Kroxigor and more Source Spears coming in. Skinks providing fire support, as always. 25 spell resist because he keeps dropping Flocks of Doom. I assume they're not overcasted because of how many he brings, but they could be overcasted. I haven't seen. I haven't been paying attention to that. Been paying attention to this big fights going on. 20% physical is just so nice. 15 missile. So he's got 35, 40 resistance against all arrows. He's got a giant HP pool. Good flame, but it's only hitting Kroxigor. I don't know if it's really worth it then. I would have preferred a burning head on some of these sources. Or no, actually, I would prefer that on the sources, actually. This flame is just doing nothing right here. Bit of a waste. Oh, and that's not very like the Pigman I know. But even Pigman does bleed, surprising. Everyone bleeds. Good Dragon Breath right there. And there he is, Tehuan, bullying that Medusa. Take him out, boy. And to back it up, it looks like Felhar wants to drop in there, but quickly resign because, I don't know, his HP pool is too low. Probably get beat up by these Temple, or these Star Chamber Guardians and the Kroxigors. And it looks good for Bird. He's retaking his objective. He fended off the attack on his home objective. He's down value, but with healing aside, I think it's about even. And that Plaque of Sotek is so good. I used Tehuan once with his abilities, but I used him flying. I didn't use this tanky version we got here. And I've been very, very impressed with his tanky variant. The Stilodon Rev Crystal is really nice. I don't know, between Legion and Bird, I'm really getting, really starting to like Lizardmen. It might be the third Order faction I get into. They were the first faction I played in Immortal Empires, and I really liked them. But seeing all their little tips, tricks, and tech, look at that, 3,000 value, that's insane. It's pretty good. And it's not like the Bastillodon is like OP healing, not like Fecundity, Regrowth, or any of that nonsense. Or even, what is that, Troll Guts? Yeah. This is a very, I would say, a fair healing, to say the least, on a tanky unit like this. So, yeah. And let's be honest, healing in general needs a rework. Well, at least a couple of healing spells or abilities. I mean, just look what happened to the Patriarch, losing the healing ability, which honestly really didn't change much with the Patriarch. You don't really have him in combat. So, yeah. And Patriarch not being in combat really didn't nerf that, really. I mean, it's nice, but did it really change anything? Probably not. Alright, back. Enough complaining about the OP Kislev. Let's keep going on this fight here with the Dark Elves and the Lizards. Looks like Birdman's trying to... He's trying to come up with something. Fending off these Colossodon Hunters from his Medusa and all these other units. Shooting them away. Felhar, though, is paying the price for that, though, but... Yeah, he needs to throw everything on them if he wants to get rid of them. Because they will chase him down and finish the job. Will he get them? Looks like they're breaking. While that's going on, though, Bird is masterfully healing up his lord. Tehuan is getting back into the fight after all that healing. Oh, and I thought Bird here had this game, but then one burning head later, one beautiful burning head. Watch this shit. Cuts down on 2 units so far, but that burning head isn't done. You see that little, ooh, bounces. Slick, slick. I don't know if Pigman planned that. If he did, bravo. Getting a little extra value on that sauce. Oh. And yeah, here I thought Pigman had it because there was 2, 3 units of full health, but no, he just evened the odds. You think my boy's out, and he's back in. And Tehuan is not looking good either. Looks like the Ravens here have done a number on him. Only 4 kills, but most of that damage, I think, is within Tehuan. Tehuan? Yeah. We're going to call him that now until someone tells me I'm wrong, which will be everyone, and I get an AI to help me fix that. He's healing back up again! Oh, that Rev Crystal's so good. He has to wait another minute to get him going. Crows of Cain finally making their appearance. You can't play Dark Elves without seeing Crows of Cain. At least here in Domination. I don't know about you land battle, folks. And they will be causing nothing but problems for these skinks. Now the question is, does he send in his anti-infantry lord and Bastillodon to go fight these? And it looks like that's a yes. And they're doing massive damage to those crows. Ah! Teotihuacan's charge actually did a good chunk too. Looks like they lost a good chunk of models out of that. Yeah, 11 models. That's not bad. And I'm really enjoying this. Ooh! Lizardmen are just so cool. And they got such cool big monsters too. Ooh, I can't. The Bastillodons, the Tris, their Tyrannos, their Sauruses, everything's just so cool with their cold ones. Ripperdactyls, they had such a cool roster of monsters. Oh, it's so good. Alright, back to the game. Although Pigman is up 1,000 value, I would say it's about even with how many healings he's got off with that Rev and how much damage he's actually saved with Teotihuacan, with that ward ability of his. And it's just so good. I don't know if that's a recent thing or if they've been having that with Teotihuacan. Because, man, he is just lighting things up. It's it's a tank for sure, but he's been using it more like a skirmish unit, just cycle charging him in, getting the heals, and then coming back out, which is what you're supposed to do. Speaking of gone, Felhart's over there in the corner, if you can see him, just hiding in the forest. I don't know why Pigman doesn't unsummon him, though. It's not like he'll take a penalty for it. It's not doing him any good trying to hide him in the forest, that's for sure. So I don't understand that point. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe he will take a penalty for it. I don't know if it's bugged or what, because I have seen people unsummon and take a leadership penalty and act like the Lord was lost. So there is that. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe it's just a bug either way. We'll find out in the comments. I'm sure someone's going to tell me I'm wrong. Anyways, here we go. More Dark Riders come in, trying to get on the second point. I don't like this from Pigman. He's just throwing away units at this point. He's trying to attack from all sides, but really... no, he hasn't really been trying the forest on the side point into his home objective. I would have liked to see more of that. You get 2 Dark Riders, maybe. Try to work on his home point. But then you kind of lose on the main objective here. Well, what you could do... I don't know. It's kind of tough. Especially without having a Lord, too, that can cause backline problems. Yeah, because once Felhart's out of this game, I think it's kind of over. He can't really hit any of his skinks in the backline with Felhart. Teotihuacan got unsummoned as well, I think. And so that just leaves it to the base units that he can summon. Without either Lords on the field, it's looking pretty grim. I mean, Pigman has more units, but a lot of his units, too, are either... yeah, I think there's like 4 or 5 units of his that are pretty much gone, Felhart being included. So yeah, they aren't really doing much. It looks like he's setting up on the home objective for a strike there, while providing fire support and frontliners for his strike on the other side, which isn't a bad call. Like I was saying, I would have liked to see him try the forest more, get some sneaky plays while everything was going down here. Maybe get some repeater crossbows into the back of these Saurus warriors with spears, or shields and spears. And even with some bleak swords, like our Corsairs, to hold out, maybe. Dark Riders as well, just regular Dark Riders to get some charge into those skinks. 2 or 3 units is quite a big commitment, though. But he's already got the 2 on the point, so I guess just one thing of Dark Riders would have been fine, too, to do a back rear charge. And just push. The skink here, though, in the middle is going to be the MVP, because you can put that anywhere on the side point if he needs it, on his home objective. But he doesn't really need it because he's got Chameleon Skinks coming in from the Vanguard. Come deal with those Corsairs in the back line. On some of those treads, which he needs to. And by him, I mean, yep, Pigman. Boy, those Corsairs, though. 80 armor, anti-infantry, pretty good. Only 47 models. Let's see how they do against 160 skinks. And it looks like they're doing work. Holy shit, they did 2,000 on the charge. Jeez, almost 2,000. And they're just grinding down. Holy shit. Yeah, those skinks might be gone. Luckily, he has another set of skinks ready. Probably some Vanguard units or even a Cav unit come charge. Needs to get those Bleak Swords out of there before anything else. Otherwise, if they do jump on the skinks, could have been the problem. Which obviously a big mistake there for Pigman. Kroxgor getting hit by those cold ones, and yeah, that's going to be GG. If he could have taken this objective, I mean, he was already on triple cap. But just failing this objective too just really hurts. And although he got the value in the end, Pigman did not get the points, which is the name of this game. Damn near 4,000 with Tehuan. Insane. I mean, that's what healing does for you, right? That 2 combo just goes to work. I mean, it reminds me of the Shredder of Lustria, but that's just more expensive with less value, in my opinion. You get a caster, you get a tanky unit, you get a healing or some ward saves for all your units. I mean, he is just the package. Especially, you know, if your opponent's gonna blob. Yeah, we talked about this after. You probably could have dropped one of the cold ones for some ferals, and that would have worked out better. Pigman, he doesn't. I don't need to tell you what he needs to do. He knows what he needs to do. He needs to drop Fellheart. That's about it. Other than that, the build was pretty solid. Alright, folks. If you want to see more stuff like this, please hit that subscribe. Like the video if you liked it. If you didn't, please like it anyways. It helps out the channel. We're on the road to 1,000. And hey, come see us on the stream. Get your replays in. We do have other games too if you want to play those. Finals, Helldivers, the works. Alright folks, with all that said, hope you have a good one. Peace and goodbye for now.